They'll be calling you a radical. A couple things on the nuclear front and the nuclear fight. Number one, the Song's hearing is a very, very big deal. Huge deal. It is the 12th in San Diego. I'll post the address. I'm headed down there. I'll be the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. Plan on getting some great footage down there. I hope I get a chance to speak. I don't think they're going to allow someone like me up there. That's all right. That's okay. I think yesterday was a big deal as one of the articles written, beautiful written article, I'll post this out of San Diego, made Google's top 10 on the search engine yesterday. This tide is turning. Senator Boxer came out beautifully and Markey with the letter, and I'll post it. You read this. Wow, if that isn't enough right there to prove the overall thesis of the lying nuclear industry, these lying, and this article that he wrote, how they wait until it's in a shutdown and they have a problem and they go back to the tax. This is the biggest scam ever been perforated on the world in history. Ever in history. Nuclear power is a scam. People somehow think that they're public utilities. No, they got deregulated. And I hope you understand the Enron deregulation, the Alan Paulsons, the banker scam, the one, they're all the same thing. I was a derivative trader on Wall Street at the time. I was a semiconductor analyst at the time. I knew what was going on with Enron. Many of us hypothesized. We were trying to buy puts on it as they were cornering the market. The same 1% elitists as the nuclear energy industry. These are owned by people. People, not the taxpayer citizens. As for years and years and years, the risk-free rate of return was by a public utility. You know, they didn't pay anything. You got no return on them, hardly, but they were saving. Oh no, they deregulated. They're owned by people. This redistribution wealth to the 1% trickle down, you love golden showers, has failed until this country comes out of denial and realize that it's failed. And this is the paramount marquee piece. This is the crowning jewel of the 1%. Nuclear energy. Have you seen any rolling blackouts in Southern Cal? Have you seen rolling blackouts in Japan? How many? It is a lie. It is a fallacy. Number one, I will be there then. Two, this will be in Eugene, Oregon, March 14th. I'm going to speak. I hope everybody shows up. We're going to talk the reality of Fukushima and the truth of Fukushima. Number one, it should be that the sticks rubbing together make a spark. It has to be California and Oregon. To all you, you know, we all grew up with Fred Roberts. Come on, let's get back to basic geography. Where's Japan? Come on, where is Japan? Hello? Oh, right there. God, that's so far away, the mighty Pacific from San Diego. As it's San Diego, hello, the tuna were contaminated in the reports coming out of San Diego in August of 11. Please, you think it went away? This is not pollution. This is fallout. And to the old school activists in California, the old school, sit down. All of you, sit down. The old school activism, let's eat an organic tomato, have a latte, and hold hands and try to, naked, try to levitate the White House are over. They failed. They're failed. This fight has to be fought like this. In the black with working classes. I'm making a comeback. I am making a comeback. We have to join that together. As I used to walk around for years with one dress shoe. I used to have my Italian handmade retro shoe that I buy everything retro. You say you can't buy American. Yes, you can. I buy everything retro. I used to walk around with one work boot on and one pretty shoe. I used to do it all the time with my Huck fins cut off, as everybody knows me by those. Plan on wearing them to the rally. That's what it takes. It takes strength and work ethic. Strength and work. As I say, it's not the painting the soup can. It's the idea to paint the soup can, but then you got to paint the fucking soup can. You guys forgot to paint the fucking soup can. You never did. You never got off your ass. You turned your activism into a way to support your lifestyle. Here, send me 10, send me 20, send me 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You know, which I'm all for if someone will do something. We all need support in these fights. As I was in Manhattan last week, I met with a lot of amazing people. And I was appalled. So-called Greens, so-called artists. I mean, I went to the underground of the underground of the underground in the art movement. I'm involved with the early occupiers. And I'm like, what about Fukushima? Well, these are some people saying, you know, the clean energy. What? Manhattan, New York City has turned into nothing more than a mall for Europeans to shop at via the currency diversion. You know, just like Europe was a cultural theme park for us to go visit, as our dollar was so strength. As we flipped that bush in 02, 03, the inflation was 02, 03, 04. It is a cultural theme park of happiness. Right there in Brooklyn is happiness. I've never seen such a happy place. Fred Roberts would be so happy. Diana Reeves is one of my favorite people in history. I absolutely adore her. I listened to her interview, and she said, "What was the greatest interview you ever did?" She said, "With Mr. Roberts, with Fred Roberts. He came in that morning. How's Mr. Roberts doing? Not so good this morning. Mr. Roberts has a stomach ache." She later found out that he was told by his oncologist this morning that he had stomach cancer and he had very little time to live. That's who we fight for. I mean, this is such a passion. It's going to be in San Diego. As my Marine, Pendleton, Hollywood Marine father. Right there, right there. That generator is, every time we've been right there, when I was a boy, you know, down there, you'd look up at that. How could this possibly happen in California? The happy place. The happy place. Southern California, the happy place. The environmentals. Jerry Brown, the moonbeamer. Where were you? You were anti-nuclear. Where are you now? Where the fuck are you now? Barbara Boxer, I love her. She's right out of my thesis. Get in her face. She will fight you back. That's what we have to be. The old school activists, you failed. When are you going to wake up? And just like our economic theory for 40 years, the Ayn Rand philosophical I, and all you I-ers, there's one thing that trumps all the I. It's the environment. It's called the jet stream. Oh, what do you mean? Fish swim from Fukushima? As I get up, and hopefully I'll be able to speak, but I'll speak out in public on this YouTube, and I'll get it out through our network, to Miss Milky the Clown, Jan, to Brad Chick, to you. I know this fight has been epic and it's a thankless battle. But your work is so massively important. So these are historical documents. As I found the video on Barbara Boxer yesterday that Miss Milky the Clown had put up. There they are. They're historical, important documents. Incredibly historical. Yeah, no thanks right now. But as time gets over, this is not going away. Fukushima is not going away. It is not the solution to pollution is dilution. It is nuclear fallout. Half-life 24,000 years. Hello in San Diego. Hello. Is this article right here, Barbara Boxer, shows the lie. These lying motherfuckers. These lying fucks. This has to be strong. This activism has to be powerful because the 40-year soft eat a fucking organic tomato latte fucking bullshit has failed. It has failed us. The economic fucking policies of the i.a.e.a. trickle down a golden shower on your head. You love it. Has failed. It has failed. The getting rid of tariffs has failed. The fucking i.a.e.a. as Steinbeck said it so beautifully, we went from the fucking we to the I. Then we went back to the we. I say now back to the capital I. We have to fight this with our minds in an intelligent fashion. We're smarter than they are. We're stronger than they are. We're more ambitious than they are. But one thing that we have, even if they could match our strength, even if they can match our intelligence, even if they can match it, because we will never match their money, the i.a.e.a. machine, but we have one thing that they will never have, ever. We have the truth. What was that great quote by Martin Luther King? The Arc of Justice? Yeah. Yeah. Alice McFarland, you're going to end up in jail. The NRC, the five, they're going to end up in jail. If they fire songs up back, these are crimes against humanity. And no, well, you're not going to get a pass like the bankers do because you don't own the White House like Wall Street does. You don't. I'm telling you. The American public's going to go, you're in violation of your own laws right now. By law, you have to have somewhere for the cement fuel rods. By law. By law. They're sitting right there naked. It is so wide open. It is the #1 terroristic freaking threat in this country, bar none. And an earthquake, whatever. Here you are, sitting right next to Pendleton. Come on. Come on, Marines. My father, Semper Fi. He was Semper Fi to his death. He was nuked to death in the Nevada test site. That's what set me on this path many years ago. So horrified, so outraged to watch him die of this evil disease. As they try to make a sequel out of me. As leukemia, they say, cannot, AML leukemia cannot pass through the genetic gene pool. It's impossible. My daughter says, just one of these crazy irons that you fight for your life, Kevin. I'm fighting for my life. And to the songs hearing, as we speak in Eugene, hope everybody can show up. And we can make this intelligence and strength together. Now, this is a new breed of activism. This is a new breed of environmentalists. The old environmentalists, sit down. Sit down. Go have a latte and sit in the corner and bitch to your significant half. Because we're fighters, and we're fighting for the people who died of this evil disease, leukemia, including Gorbachev's wife, including the 600,000 men that entombed Chernobyl, include Nora, include all these beautiful, freaking, magnificent people. Those angels that passed in front of me. Those angels that will pass in the future. Us cancer victims in a bone marrow transplant center like I've been, watching this epic, epic fight. That's how we'll fight this. We're going to fight that with these angels in our soul. The NRC songs, you owners, you evil bastards, for you have woken a sleeping giant. A social media post-ignorant sleeping giant. And you are evil, and you are a lie, and we're going to expose you for the lie. Show up down there. Anybody, I'll post my email, my phone number, whatever. I'll be there the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th in Southern California. I'm going to fly to John Wayne. I'll be in Huntington Beach, you know, and then we'll drive on down there, be early, we'll rally, we'll do what we got to do. Then in Eugene on the 14th of Oregon, and I'll post all the information. I hope to see everybody there, and, you know, we've been rubbing sticks. I tell everybody for years, just keep on rubbing sticks for the last 2 years. Keep rubbing sticks. Well, I see a spark. I see a spark, and this spark is going to quickly turn into a bonfire. You're done. Nuke energy, you are done. You have met your match. Kevin Blanch, stay tuned.